We're back. Welcome back to our Voices and Choices conference. We describe it as a family reunion.
I've got mine.
I can't believe I'm right here in person today.
Is there anything you're looking forward to with the conference?
I'm looking forward to have friendship and boundaries. The boundaries on technology.
I came here to get it out of the house. I was missing the voices and choices, and glad we're back.
I like the art, and I like the dinner and dancing.
The dancing and the food.
Meeting new people, getting the chance to share my story.
And how did you learn to be a self-advocate?
Through 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Oh, really?
I came to this conference because I've been here to this conference once before.
The workshops. I like the workshops here. I'm gonna do the relationship one with my girlfriend, so that'll be nice.
Have fun, dance, supper, all kind of stuff I can do. It's fun.
What does self-advocacy mean to you when you hear that?
Oh, freedom of choice.
Oh, nice.
Freedom to make my own decisions.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could speak for myself, and sometimes I could, if I need help on it, I could ask for help. If you have anything that you want to talk to your case manager or who you live with, you don't know what to say, speak up and tell what you want in your life. If you don't hold anything back.
What is important to you about self-advocacy?
One of the things I'm working on is about speaking up.
Speaking up.
Because I know I do, but sometimes it's hard for me to speak up. Sometimes I'm really good at speaking up, things what I want and how my feelings are.
How does that make you feel when you speak up for yourself?
I feel good about for myself. I feel good about for myself. I feel good for myself.
I want to be a self-advocate at my job. I work at Price Shopper in St. Albans. I speak up for myself. I speak up for my other employees like Peggy.
Build good habits. Yeah.
Okay, is that enough to get you started? Okay.
I am so happy to see everyone here face to face. This is such a great way to connect. This year's conference theme is Self-Advocacy, Together We Stand. Each year, a person who is eligible for developmental services is chosen to be the Self-Advocate of the Year. The 2023 winner of the Teresa Wood Award is, drumroll please. A little louder. All right, I'll just say it. It is Finbar Shirpara. In 2022, Finbar and his mother, Suki Shapara, were featured in Santa Camp, a new HBO documentary about the lack of diversity in the Santa Claus industry. Finbar, also known as Santa Finn. I knew it was going to get people going. I love this. Uses an iPad to communicate. The movie is a magical portrait of how Finbar's dream to be a professional Santa Claus came true. Thank you, Finbar, for all that you do. Thank you, Suki, for all of you. And you want a ho 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 for us? Ooh. Thank you so much. Let's give it a round of applause, Finbar.
Come Santa Claus, come Santa Claus, come Santa Claus,
You know, being normal, everybody keeps talking about being normal all the time, right? Be normal, I've never met a normal person in my life, including me. I'm not normal, I don't know what that is. We are self-advocates. The self-advocacy movement is a worldwide movement. Our direct support people, the people that are staff, we are in trouble, everyone. Across the country, we don't have the support that we need. So we need to let our government know, our legislators, our senators, our assembly people, that our direct support people are important. Let's give a good hand to our people. Without them, we cannot do what we would want to do. And we want to make sure that they're paid for, trained and respected. We should be fully included in everything. We should have jobs. We should have good housing. We should be able to build relationships, business relationships with the community around us. And we should be able to build personal relationships. Sexuality, yes, I said sexuality in a self-advocacy conference. We need to talk about those things. Those things are important. We have to speak up because they're just not going to give us what we want. Life does not work that way. So we need to get involved.
So why is it that the government feels like they have to penalize people with disabilities for getting married, you know?
You're talking about the Marriage Penalty Act. You know, I don't know why, but I think it stinks. I think it stinks, and we need to advocate to get that changed because we should not suffer because we want to get married.
What would it take to become your own guardian?
There's things called supported decision-making agreements where you talk with your guardian and the people around you who are part of your circle of support, and you make an agreement, and the people that support you have to follow that agreement.
When you're feeling down or out, don't be, because being a self-advocate is a privilege, and that you should really remind yourself how far you've come.
The biggest thing in life about solving a problem is asking a question and talking to people.
Was there ever a time where you got stuck with something that you wanted to do in your life, and when you tried to get unstuck, the barrier was people were telling you no? I had a lot of times trouble getting jobs. They would say, "Oh, you're smart, but we can't work with you. You use a wheelchair." They wouldn't come out and say that because they can't. I could sue them that way. But that's what they kind of say. "Oh, this job won't work for you, blah, blah, blah. But we want you, we wish you well." You know, I had trouble in school because I didn't know about all the rules back then and what I could have had. And they're like, "Oh, no, we can't do that." I've had people say no to me in a lot of different ways. People ask me all the time, where do you get this confidence from? And the confidence is the things that I get is from the things that I learn. And I know who I am. I know who I am.
And I worked with people to make it so that I could get a job, that I could get a good education. And we deserve jobs. I wanted to say that we deserve these things. These are not just things that we should ask for. If able-bodied people in the able world wants these things, we should too. Are we weak? I didn't hear you say that again. We are not weak. We are powerful. Just like the civil rights movement of the 1960s and what Dr. King and his supporters did, we can do. And people say to me all the time, well, that's in the future. You know, that's the long game. But to be able to get the long game done, we got to start now.
これから江戸林の So this is a good luck lion, and it likes to nibble on people to bring good luck and good health. Good luck. Good luck. Good
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
Well, it means like speaking up pretty much for your rights, because we all have them. And a lot of people say that I can take away rights, and I'm like, yeah, actually, you can't. That's my motto.
So knowing your right, this particular piece is so important for me, especially in our young ones in the classroom or in the schools. Do you know that most of our students in Vermont do not join their IEP meetings?
I learned about the concept of advocating for oneself when I was demanding to get into the room where they were having meetings meetings about me for DCF when I was in state's custody. Of course, they didn't want me in there because I was a child, but there were still meetings about me. I believed that I should be able to say something about it.
We are the Vermont Workers Center. Our healthcare is a human right campaign fighting for Vermont to have healthcare for everyone with no money or hurdles.
We helped pass a universal healthcare law. We're fighting to make sure that becomes a reality, being clear about Medicaid.
Self-advocacy means advocating for myself, but not just for myself, but for other people in my position. My service coordinator at the time told me that there is a group of people who advocate for themselves, and I didn't know that there was for people with disabilities.
When did you first learn about self-advocacy?
Learn about self-advocacy from the conference.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
Everyone has disabilities, and it means to me to speak up for yourself, and everyone speak up.
I have my own business, and I have medical life, and I'm stronger athlete, and I do a lot of things in my life. I love doing painting.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
It means sharing your talents and your talents, your friendships, the relationships that you have, and it means speaking up for yourselves, speaking up, looking out for your best friends.
My favorite thing is meeting new people.
Why is self-advocacy important to you and others?
So I can help them speak up for themselves. So they can say what they need and want.
I'd say if you actually want to go out and do what you want to do and live your dream, go for it.
Why is speaking up important to you?
Because you want to be speaking up for others. They can help their self. Speaking up for the other people.
Is there anything fun about this conference that you've enjoyed so far?
Yeah.
Do you want to share that?
Yeah.
What is it that you enjoyed?
Art.
The art?
Yeah.
What did you like about the art?
Cool. I speak up with my friends and all my classes.
How did you learn to speak up for yourself?
When I had my daughter and I had to fight for my rights.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
It means speaking up and letting people hear my voice. People need to hear what's going on and need to make a change. I'm working with the legislator. I'm working with Connor Casey, and we have 11 sponsors to the bill. It's regarding parents with disabilities and their rights. It makes me feel happy because I've been fighting for a long time about this, and finally I'm getting heard about it.
What does self-advocacy mean to you?
Speaking up for yourself, trying to start a new business, never give up. Don't let people use the R word. I'm autistic, not the R word.
So when did you first learn about self-advocacy?
A long time. Very long time ago. I guess what's important is you need to speak up and be able to do what you have to do. If you want something done, you can't just sit on your butt and expect someone's going to help you. Sometimes you have to say something. One time when I was in high school in Fairhaven, they had a meeting, a group meeting with my parents and my teachers, and some of the teachers said, "Oh, you should be in Mrs. King's class." And I said, "No, I want to be in Mr. Lewis' class." End the story. Done. Anybody out there wants to reach out, don't be afraid to do so. And anybody that wants to make a difference in their lives, don't be afraid to do that either. If they need help, ask for it and try to strive to be better than they are.
How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. Do you speak up for yourself?
Yes, I speak yourself.
He was performing
Performance, my first time.
in the talent show.
Talent show.
You like what dancing?
I was dancing. Meeting people.
It's okay to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Never say never. Just because I have a disability doesn't mean I can't do it.
Make money. I could be an artist. I could do that. I am the best. I am a cook. I am good. I am good baking.
Sometimes you just have to work as hard as you can to be able to get what you want. You don't know what you can do until you try.
Don't give up. Speak up for what is right. Just be there for each other.
Go out there, have a great time, and have fun.
I want you to be proud of your disability. Throughout my life, everybody told me, oh, it's got to be horrible. It's got to be horrible to be disabled. Is it horrible to be disabled? No. No. Say that again. No. All right, it is not horrible to be disabled. Stop crying about it and start getting things done.